welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And this is your British culture quiz episode.
Mine?
Yeah. We're quizzing you on British culture.
Okay, bring it on.
No.
I think I know all the British culture. I seem to recall that we did another quiz not all that long
Yeah,
ago.
we did. I was
it
thinking about that just now, and I was like, have we done this before? What are we talking about?
I'm sure we've done this, but I can't
Have
remember
we done
what...
it before?
Oh, I think it was on the...
What was it on?
I don't know. It was on...
Come on.
Places or something, wasn't it? And I was bragging, I think.
Yes. Now I remember.
I can't remember
yeah.
what they... I can't remember what the quiz was about, but I remember to start, I was just bragging, like, oh, I'm gonna get all of these right, and I knew, like...
All these... You like, yes.
I knew,
you're
like,
just like, what?
nothing.
I don't know where this is. This isn't easy. What's going on here? Oh. Well, we are getting this from the londonschool.com. Okay. It's a British culture quiz.
Okay.
So you might be able to play along. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you guys
you guys play along.
Just pause it after you ask the question.
Pause it after I ask the question, and then think, and then say, the answer, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll do the answer.
And then let us know how many you got right at the end.
Yes.
Let's see,
And these
if I don't know as much.
And these are multiple choice too, so.
Oh, well, that's going to be easier, isn't it?
It's easier for you,
yeah.
I think. Yeah, maybe.
Why are you making that face?
Because I had a load of quizzes. I was going to make it like political and culture.
Yeah.
Because they kind of go hand in hand.
We could do politics in a separate one. I guess.
Separate one, yeah.
Yeah, sometime.
Because even I don't know British politics these days.
And what? And you were looking at these and you didn't know the answers?
Some of them I didn't know the answers.
No, that doesn't bode well.
Because this is learning about British customs, norms, traditions, and etiquette. Will help you to understand British culture and enable to have successful interactions in the UK.
Oh my god.
Successful interactions, Erica.
I'll do fine. If this is multiple choice, I'm gonna do wonderfully.
Oh, wonderfully, eh?
What site was this from? The London School?
Londonschool.com.
What does that mean?
It means it's school in London, I guess.
Okay.
It's one of those, I guess it's an English teaching, and if you want to live in the UK, you can look at this school or go to this school. Yeah.
Okay, let's see how much I know.
Question 1. What makes up the United Kingdom?
You're going to give me multiple choice. Okay.
Is it Wales, England, and Scotland? Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland? Or is it Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland? Which one?
It's Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland.
Yeah! Submit the answer. You are correct.
The best explanation I've ever heard for it is to say it's Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Because so many people think Great Britain and the UK are the same thing, and I always did. Great Britain, UK, and some people even think England is included in that the three of those things are the same thing. But England is a country, Scotland is a country, Wales is a country.
Depends who you ask.
Arguably.
Depends who you ask.
Is Northern Ireland considered separate from Ireland as a country?
Yes.
Country of Northern Ireland.
Because it's part of the UK, so it is a country on its own now.
Okay.
If it's part of the UK, the Republic of Ireland is a country in its own right. It's also part of the EU.
Because I never used to be able to remember either. I think even as recently as doing these podcasts, I could never remember which part of Ireland was part of the UK. But Wales is a country, Scotland is a country, England is a country, Northern Ireland is a country. Great Britain is just the mainland.
Yeah,
just the ones that are
mainland.
attached.
Yeah, just the ones that are attached.
So Scotland, England, and Wales. And then you have Ireland, which is made up of the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And then the United Kingdom are the kingdoms of Great Britain and Northern Ireland only.
And the British Isles are the whole bloody lot of it. Yes, the United Kingdom of Great Britain was formed in 1707, and in 1801 Ireland joined Great Britain. In 1922, the south of Ireland withdrew from this union and became a sovereign republic, whilst Northern Ireland remained part of the United Kingdom. So, there we go.
There we go.
Question 2.
Hey, question number 1 goes to Erica.
Yeah. So this is 20 questions. So.
Okay.
Which title do many British women use to avoid indicating whether or not they are married?
What?
Which title do many British women use to avoid indicating whether or not they are married? Is it Mrs., Miss, or Ms.? MS.
Which one do they use to avoid?
Yes, indicating whether or not they are married.
Okay.
I know this one.
This is nothing to do with British women.
Yes, it is.
This is English
British
speaking.
women are women.
But I mean, they're
the only women.
This is all women in English speaking places around the world.
Well, this is the London school. This is the one.
This is a silly question because this is true in America also. It's Ms.
Yes.
You say Ms. and then you don't know.
Shall we see?
Are they married? Are they
You
single?
are correct.
Are they widowed? Whatever.
Mrs. is used by married women and Miss by single women, but many women prefer using Ms. as it doesn't reveal their marital status. They want to keep it on the down low. They want to keep shady. It's like, am I married or am I not?
That is a bit shady. What's the reason for that?
I only like to be called Miss
I love
Smith.
how you pronounce it Ms.
Ms. Because I mean Miss, you'd sound like Miss, and it's like Mrs.
Ms. We say Ms.
Ms. Les Mis. Like Les Miserables.
Yes, just like Les Mis, actually.
Oh, now this one. Question 3.
This quiz is really silly so far, by the way.
Yeah, and I mean, this could be for people who are just looking to come to the UK from a completely and utterly foreign country, So.
Yeah, a non-English speaking.
A non-English speaking country,
okay.
Yes. What is the minimum compulsory school leaving age in the UK? Is it 16, 18, or 21?
The minimum age.
The minimum compulsory school leaving age in the UK. 16, 18, or 21?
This one is a little bit tricky because I think...
Very tricky.
Because I think when you were in school, it was 16, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think... Actually, in the States, you can legally drop out of school at 16 without having, like, constables,
Constables getting you.
Checking up on you and why
arresting
you're not in
you.
school. Yeah.
Causing problems.
But I seem to think you told me that they recently changed it to 18. But is that true all over the UK or just in Wales?
Has it become the minimum compulsory school leaving age?
The minimum. I'm going to just stick with 16 because I think that 16 is still legal in the United States, so.
You are correct!
Ding, 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 ding,
That's
ding.
3 out of 20 so far. It is
16 is way too young to quiz school, by the way.
It is compulsory to attend school from 5 to 16 in the UK. From 16 to 18, young people in England must either remain in full-time education at school or college or start an apprenticeship or traineeship. And if they don't...
They must, yeah.
Do you know what happens if they don't?
What happens?
Oh, terrible things.
Oh my gosh. They must. Yeah, I like that.
Question 4 of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go now. Getting serious now. What do the British celebrate on Bonfire Night on 5th of November?
I had high hopes for this quiz.
Well, I could have found a harder one for you, and then you would have been like, I don't know, what's that mean?
I had high hopes. I thought this quiz was going to be really difficult. Oh, gosh.
It might get more difficult. You don't know.
Right.
We don't know. We're only 4 questions in here.
All right. What do the British celebrate on Bonfire Night on the 5th of November? Let's have the options.
The failure of Guy Fawkes to blow up the King and the Houses of Parliament. The formation of the United Kingdom. The end of the Great Fire of London.
And my answer, and the correct answer, is the failure of Guy Fawkes to blow up the King and the Houses of Parliament.
Oh!
Yeah.
Your final answer.
Final answer, Regis.
You are correct. Many British people light bonfires and set off fireworks on the 5th of November to celebrate the failure of a Catholic plot led by Guy Fawkes to blow up the King and the Houses of Parliament in 1605.
Remember the 5th of November.
Gunpowder, treason, and plot.
There is what was it, a miniseries or was it a film that we watched? Do you remember with...
It was Kit Harington, yeah.
Yeah.
Gunpowder, it was called.
Yeah, I recommend that.
He's related to someone.
Okay.
He's related to one of the plotters
We're all
or something.
Related to someone.
No, he's related to what he's got a vested his family. He did his DNA or something on his family tree, and he found out he was related to someone.
It's an interesting story.
I think the character he played actually,
and I would recommend it. But it was a little bit slow going at first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not that interesting, and I don't know why people still celebrate it. I mean, it's just an excuse, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Okay, question 5. Which of the following nationalities has the largest number of UK residents? Is it Polish, Indian, or Irish?
Which of the following nationalities has the largest UK residents?
Yes.
Meaning...
Number of UK residents, yeah.
Okay, meaning...
Who's... Which nationality is living in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is it Polish, Indian, or Irish?
Okay, now we're
getting difficult.
We're at question 5.
We're increasing the difficulty
the
now.
Gloves are off.
Increasing the difficulty setting.
Okay, I like that. I like
because it could be questions. It could be any one of those, couldn't it?
I want to go with Indian just because they have a larger population in the world than the other two nationalities. And because the food is so popular in the UK, but that also has to do with colonization. So,
well, I mean, yeah, but it's also shouldn't be helping you on these, should I?
No, you shouldn't.
No,
I don't need your help. Thank you
very much. It could be Irish because they're right there.
It's definitely not Irish. I'm gonna say.
How do you know?
It's either Indian or because it's too obvious. It's right there. Yeah. Indian or Polish. I know that there's been a lot of immigration from Poland. I'm still going to go with Indian. In the
early 2000s, there was a lot. All the Polish people came over when they joined the EU. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Indian still. I say Indian.
You are correct!
Hey! Oh!
According to the 2015 United Nations estimate, there were 776,603 Indians living in the UK compared to 703,000 Polish and 503,000 Irish.
There we go. See? Only 503,000.
Well, yeah, there you go. Question 6 of 20. After English and Welsh in Wales, which language is the most commonly spoken mother tongue in the UK?
Ooh.
Is it Punjabi, Polish, or French?
Oh, gosh.
Wow. We're increasing the difficulty setting now as you require.
I mean, if there's mostly if there's more Indian people living in the UK than there are Polish, and France was not mentioned at all in the other one, so possibly there's more French people than there are Indians, but I don't see that many French restaurants in every little town that you go in.
See a lot of bread, though.
I'm gonna go with Punjabi.
Punjabi? All right.
Oh, no!
You are incorrect.
Oh, no, my first wrong
Your first wrong. Polish was the right answer. And Polish was found to be spoken by 546,000 residents of England and Wales in the 2011 census.
Wow, I guess probably more Indians speak English. They can speak English probably more often than Polish people can speak English.
Here goes a trick question.
That was a trick question. Yeah, they put it right after the other one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Trying to trick me.
Yeah.
All right, I like that these are getting harder, though.
Yeah, they're increasing in difficulty. Each question is going to be asking you things soon.
All right, get on with it.
Question 7. What is the most prominent religion in the UK? Is it Anglicanism, which is the Church of England, Catholicism, or Islam?
Oh, gosh. I think this one might be a trick question also.
Yes.
It's definitely not Catholicism because Queen Elizabeth I got rid of all the Catholics, didn't she? Anglicanism, the Church of England. Apparently you're a born member of Church of England if you're born in Britain.
Born in there, born into it.
But if they're basing this question off of what do people identify as if polled, I'm going to guess that there might be more Islam than Anglicanism. It's very tricky, this one.
Very tricky.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, because I know not too many.
Could this be your second wrong answer?
I'm going to say Islam.
Okay.
I'm just going to go out on a limb.
Islam. Let's see, shall we?
Oh,
you are incorrect.
It was a trick question.
20% of the population affiliate themselves with the Church of England, but 50% of all the British population do not regard themselves as being part of any religion. British Social Attitudes Survey 2017. So it's only 20% of the population affiliate themselves with the Church of England.
Yeah.
Whereas 50% don't consider themselves religious.
But so then there's even less than 20%
Islam.
Catholicism and Islam.
Yep.
There interesting.
It's a godless place. Question 8 of 20. Which of the following was not invented in the UK? Peanut butter, chicken tikka masala, or Marmite? This is a trick question.
Is it?
Or is it?
Yeah, you don't know.
Do not say, I do not know.
I am going to answer this one rather quickly and just go with peanut butter, because I think that's got to be American.
Let's see, shall we? You are correct!
Yay! Am I correct about it being American, though? Does it say?
Chicken tikka masala is one of the UK's most popular dishes. Although it is a curry, it is credited as having been created in Britain. Some say in Glasgow. Marmite, either loved or hated by the Brits, is a British-born spread made from brewer's yeast.
Oh, it doesn't say where peanut butter was invented. I'm sure it's got to be American.
We don't know. We don't know where peanut butter came from.
We
don't know. It might have come from space.
Appeared.
Someone got a jar of peanut butter.
It just
and it just went everywhere.
Just appeared one day and people started eating it.
Question 9 of 20. How often is a general election held in the UK? Is it every 5 years or sooner if the Prime Minister decides? Every 4 years on the last Thursday in May? Or every 5 years on the first Thursday in May?
I say it's every 5 years or sooner. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Oh no! You are incorrect.
I don't believe that this is correct, actually.
It's every 5 years on the first Thursday in May. General elections take place every 5 years using the first-past-the-post system. Since the Fixed-Term Parliaments Act 2011, the Prime Minister cannot call a snap election without a two-thirds majority in a parliamentary vote.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they could do it just
Can't
whenever
do it.
they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, if they have a majority, but a snap election, no. You've got to do the wait 5 years thing.
Huh. Interesting.
So we're on question 10 now. Which of the following is considered poor etiquette in the UK? Eating lunch at your desk, arriving at someone's house to say hello uninvited, or arriving for dinner at someone's house 15 minutes late?
Oh, that's poor etiquette anywhere.
Yeah. All of them are poor etiquette, I think.
Eating lunch at your desk? Why is that poor etiquette? That's just, I don't want to talk to you. Like, that's just leave me alone. Arriving at someone's house to say hello uninvited. I mean, if that's poor etiquette, then pretty much all Texans have poor etiquette.
Because that's what they do. They just come to the house and say hello, and then they go away.
Uninvited, though. Yeah, like, yeah, if you waited for an invitation...
I didn't invite you to come here to say hello to me. How dare you?
If you waited for an invitation, you know, you would probably never go to anybody's house ever. I mean, how often are people inviting people over, you know?
You should come over to my house.
Yeah.
No, don't actually.
Okay. In the UK, which is considered... I think, to me, the worst of these three is arriving late for dinner. 15 minutes late. Though 15 minutes is not that late, let's be real.
It's not that late, but if dinner's on the table at 5 o'clock and they're there at 5:15, oh, there's hell to pay.
Well, it might be cold. Everybody else is hungry, waiting on you.
Yeah, you're waiting. Oh, yeah, so it's a bit of a trick question.
So, well, that's my personal worst.
Yeah.
But I think...
What is it?
Just based on all of these things that go around on the internet, like teaching you about, what British people like and what they don't like, and
this is what we like and what we don't like.
Me, and when they
don't wave at me, don't at me.
And when they say you're right, they're not really asking you if you're all right.
Don't ask about it.
I'm gonna go with arriving at someone's house to say hello uninvited.
You are correct. The British tend to value their privacy, which is true. And so appearing on someone's doorstep unexpectedly can be taken as an invasion of this privacy. It is always better to let somebody know you're visiting them before knocking on their door. And that's true, because if someone used to let me know, say, I'm coming around your house, I'd hide. They'd knock on the door and I'd be like, you're coming over? Oh, you're going to be here in 10 minutes? Okay, well, and then I just hide.
You're like, you're going to be here in 10 minutes? I'm not.
Well, I'm not. I was hiding. They just let me know so I can hide and pretend I'm not there.
Oh my god.
But it's like if you're knocking on the door and I don't know you're there and you might see me through the window, innit? And it's just like, you'll know I'm there then. Question 11. It's your 6-month review and your boss says to you, I might suggest you consider making a development plan to improve your sales. You feel sure that sales are improving, so what do you do?
Okay, wait. Read that again, please.
It's your 6-month review and your boss says to you, I might suggest you consider making a development plan to improve your sales. You feel sure that sales are improving, so what do you do?
Okay.
Do you ignore your boss's suggestion as you feel confident your sales are improving?
This is weirdly specific, this question.
This is very weird. Decide to wait a couple of weeks to see if your sales improve before spending time on a development plan. Or do you prioritize making a development plan as your boss clearly thinks it is important?
Okay, and this is asking me what
this is a pinnacle of British culture. If you don't get this wrong,
what would a British person do in this instance? Okay, I think that they might ignore their boss. Ignore your boss's suggestion as you feel confident your sales are improving. Decide to wait a couple of weeks to see if your sales improve before spending time on a development plan, or prioritize making a development plan as your boss clearly thinks it is important.
Which one?
I mean, I would think that the correct answer would be prioritize making a development plan. I mean, if that's what your boss told you to do. I'm going to go with ignore your boss's suggestion as you're confident that your
Let's
sales
see,
are
shall
improving.
we? It was prioritize. If your manager suggests something, it is probably something that you expected to do. The British can be indirect communicators and often use softer language to give instructions or negative feedback.
Okay.
It's one of those like, like those very British problems.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where they were just like, oh, that's good. And it's like,
You might want to...
You might want to try this.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, try this.
Yeah.
Do this now.
They mean do it now.
Yes.
Do it now. Okay, yeah.
And here we go, another question of it. Question 12 of 20. You have just joined a new job. Your manager sends everyone in the team an email asking for opinions about a big decision that needs to be made. How should you respond? Respond saying what you think as your manager is genuinely interested in your opinion. Respond saying that you know your manager will make the right decision. Assume that the email isn't for you as you are new to the team.
I mean, these are just basic work questions. I don't really understand what they have to do with Britain. It's like
the British culture. Because, I mean, in America, it's kind of like...
America, you should have done... If your boss tells you to do something, you should do it. In America also, though. It's like...
I'm not gonna do that.
And this one, your manager has asked everybody's opinions about a big decision.
I'm not giving you my opinion.
So respond. Okay.
Saying what you think as your manager is genuinely interested in your opinion. You obviously
should not assume that the email doesn't apply to you because you're new. Should you respond what you actually think, or respond saying you know your manager will make the right decision? I guess respond saying what you think. I mean, that's what he's told you to do.
Okay. Let's see. You are correct! The British tend to be consensual decision makers. Even though the manager tends to have the final say, it is common for all staff members to input their thoughts before a decision is made. Yeah, what they're saying is, British tend to do that, whereas like maybe an American boss would say, I don't care about your opinion, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care if we're going to drive this bus off the cliff.
Yeah.
It's my decision, it's my call, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Get it done. Drive that bus. Question 13. You are in a meeting with your British team and the debate starts to get quite heated between two team members who start to raise their voices in anger. What do you do?
Have I suddenly started a job?
You have. This is your interview. Do you make a joke to break the tension? Ask them to continue the conversation after the meeting? Tell them who you think is right.
Okay, I'm in a meeting.
You're in a meeting.
And two team members start to raise their voices.
In your British team. So this could be a British team for like softball or anything like that.
Make a joke to break the tension. Ask them to continue the conversation after the meeting. Tell them who you think is right. I mean, obviously... personally, I know what I would do. Personally, I might make a joke to break the tension, but professionally, you should probably ask them to continue the conversation after the meeting. Although, like, am I the boss of them? Why am I asking them to continue the conversation?
You're not the boss of me now.
Why am I the one asking them to continue their conversation after the meeting?
Because you are.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh. Ask them to continue?
Yeah.
You've got to make a joke to break the tension.
I'm more
because you were incorrect, you see?
I'm more British than I think
Humour
I
is
am.
often used in the British workplace, particularly to break the ice or diffuse conflict. Question 14. You bump into a business acquaintance who says, we should meet for a coffee soon. What does this mean?
It means you're never going to ever meet them for a coffee. That's what it would mean.
Does it mean it's unlikely that they will be in touch to arrange a coffee? Does it mean they will probably contact you the following day to arrange to meet for a coffee? Or does it mean they will definitely contact you soon to arrange a time and a place to meet in the near future?
I mean, this is the kind of thing you see online all the time.
Yes.
Claiming that it's just a British thing. This stuff happens in America all the time. People go, we should meet up.
Not only are the Brexiteers taking back their country, they're taking back their culture too. Say, cues, yeah, that's Britain, yeah.
No, jeez.
Not meeting for coffee. Not meeting coffee. Yeah, British mate. Yeah, no, mate.
No, it's so silly because, obviously this happens in America too. You run into somebody you used to go to school with and you go, I miss,
Yeah, we should have coffee. We should have a drink sometime. Yeah, we should meet up for lunch. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen you in
Radical
so long.
dude.
Oh, you look great. We should get together.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we'll look great. Yeah, great.
Nobody intends on getting together.
So it's unlikely that they will be in touch?
It's
unlikely? Okay,
yeah.
Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Hey, you're correct. Your British acquaintance may be saying this as a polite way to say goodbye rather than with any real intention of having a coffee with you.
Don't be looking too forward to that coffee.
Question 15. We're on the home stretch now. How should you address senior managers in a British organisation?
Oh, jeez. I don't care, you know.
Mr., Mrs., Miss, and their surname? Sir, madam only? Or by their first name?
Senior managers in a British organisation.
Yeah, should you Mr./Mrs./Miss, and their surname?
I mean, I feel like that's really weird. I feel like you're in school if you're calling them Mr. or Mrs. It's like,
or Sir! Sir!
I just say by their first name, surely. Mr. So-and-so. You know, I would...
Mr. So-and-so.
I would refer to, like
Mr. Stokes, he's my boss.
I would refer to, like, a client as Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah.
Somebody that I don't work with all the time.
But it's like, my boss. You know, yeah.
Yeah. I would just say, I would have addressed them by their first name. I find it weird to call them Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So by their first name?
I mean, yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
You are correct!
It's a bit awkward to call them Mr. whoever or Sir whoever.
I mean, back in the 1950s maybe, but British business culture tends to be egalitarian with less importance placed on status and hierarchy. Therefore, it is usual to address everyone by their first names.
There we go.
Egalitarian! Yeah. Question 16. It is Friday night and you are feeling very tired after your first week in your new job in the UK. Your colleagues invite you to the pub. How do you respond?
No.
Say yes and decide that this is an opportunity to get to know your colleagues on a more personal level.
Ugh.
Apologize and promise you will join them another time. Say no as you suspect they are just being polite.
I mean, I would just say no because I'm very antisocial.
No, I don't want to go to the pub and have to buy a round for all you people who I don't care about.
Rounds! I hate rounds!
I hate rounds! I'm paying for drinks here. I'm walking here.
Ugh. Like, the last thing you want to do is hang out with your coworkers. How ugh.
Get drunk, mate. Get lashed.
Say yes and decide that this is an ugh. I mean, personally, I would say apologize and promise that I'll join them another time, but it'll be like the coffee. It'll just never happen.
Never happen, mate.
That is what I would do.
Never
I feel like
happen.
the correct answer is probably to say yes because the pub is very important in Britain.
So you'd say yes?
Yeah, I wouldn't, but that's the right answer.
You are correct. Socializing with colleagues after work is important in the UK, and the most common place to do so is in the pub. The pub is a great place to break the ice and will help you feel more settled in the workplace.
No, thank you.
Ah, how sweet. Question 17. Your manager asks, do you have a second? When you are in the middle of something important. How should you respond? Understand this as something important and say, yes, of course. Tell them that you were busy. Ask if you could come back to them later when you have finished what you were working on.
I love how you're telling your manager, no, I don't. I really don't have a second. Could you bugger off, please?
No, I'm busy.
Yes, I'm busy. Understand this is something important and say yes, of course. Okay, this quiz has gone back to ridiculous.
Correct. This is an example of British indirectness. British people often use a question to frame an instruction. Do you have a second? Meaning, get in here now. Question 18. When meeting a British business partner for the first time, what should you talk about? Make small talk about trivial things such as the weather or your journey to the meeting. Don't initiate any conversation, but let your partner take the lead. Ask if they have any children. If so, ask to see the photos.
Oh, God. Jeez. I absolutely...
I know which one, yeah.
I absolutely hate small talk, but obviously it's make small talk.
Make small talk?
When meeting a British business partner for the first time, yeah.
That's correct. I would have said don't initiate any conversation, but let them take the lead.
Yes.
Mastering the art of small talk.
Well. You would just sit there silently and make them do all the talking.
And I'd just be watching them and then just talking themselves.
I can't stand that. I'm sitting there and I'm just like cringing because I absolutely cannot stand small talk, but I also cannot stand awkward silences. So
is it awkward? Like, is it awkward though?
Oh yeah. How long did it take you to get here? Oh, was the traffic very bad? You know.
Did you come far?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Small talk is the worst.
Oh yes, the weather today. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Yes. Oh, you are correct. Mastering the art of small talk will help you with everyday interactions in the UK. So there you go. Like humour, small talk is used to avoid talking about more serious or personal subjects. Keep your small talk neutral and wait for your partners to open up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yes, well, I was in a car crash and I've lost my legs. That's it now for me.
Yes. Oh, God.
Question 19. Which of these is best avoided during a business meeting with British partners? Folding your arms, nodding your head occasionally, making strong eye contact.
Why is this all about business all of a sudden?
Because it's like you're getting a job in Britain to come to Britain. You know, you're getting a job.
I've got
to be British in your job.
I've gone to the London school and now I'm getting a job and I need to know how to interact with people.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
So folding your arms, nodding your head occasionally, making strong eye contact. Which of these is best avoided during a business meeting with British partners?
Making strong eye contact. It's like, should you have a
just stare at
contest? Best avoided folding your arms. I mean, you know, unless you're meeting with body language experts, I don't see why that's a problem. Nodding your head occasionally. Oh, yes, you gotta nod like you're interested in what they're saying. Obviously, you don't want to just stare them down. Making strong eye contact should be avoided.
You are incorrect.
What?
Folding your arms. Making firm eye contact and nodding your head show the speaker that you are listening and are engaged. However, folding your arms is a sign of lack of interest and boredom.
I guess if
you don't want to be there.
I guess if your eyes are wandering around the room, yeah, it looks like you're not listening to them. Okay, I get it. I thought they meant, though, like staring them down, like trying to intimidate them.
Folding your arms and making strong eye contact is, it's frowned upon.
You look very angry. Like very upset about
what's happening here. Question 20. The last one. And we're way over time as well. You have been invited for dinner at a colleague's house at 7 p.m. What time should you arrive? Around 7:15 p.m.?
No!
7 p.m. on the dot? Or just a few minutes before 7 p.m.?
I mean, I would be there just a few minutes before 7 p.m.
No, I'd be there just a few minutes before 7 p.m. and then I'd wait until 6:59, and then as soon as it hit 7, then I'd hit the bell. And I'd be like, I'm there! I'm there on the dot.
I think them being British, they don't want you there early. They don't want you there late, but they don't want you there early because then you have to talk, and they might still be getting things ready.
They want that awkward silence.
So I'm going to say...
And you better not fold your arms.
I'm going to say 7 p.m. on the dot.
Make strong eye contact.
I would be there just a few minutes early.
Is that what you're going to say?
Is that too American? To get there a little bit early?
I don't know. Shall we see?
All right. Let's say what I'll do. Yeah. Oh, what?
Hey! Oh. You are incorrect. The right answer was just around 7:15 p.m. Being a little late for a social engagement is acceptable and even expected in the UK. But don't be too late or you risk appearing rude.
I mean...
So don't turn up at 7:30 and expect
you should always... You shouldn't always be a little bit late.
7:15, they're like, oh, yeah, they'll be here about... Yeah, because I've, getting together and stuff in the UK. I organised it for 7, so they'll be here around 7, just like maybe a couple of minutes. Oh, give them some time, yeah, they'll be here around 7:15, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But it's like, once it passes 7:30, then they're just like, oh, they're a write-off, get them out of here.
Obviously you don't want to get there too early because they might still be getting everything ready. And then right on the dot, 7 p.m. ding dong. That's a bit awkward. But if you're serving dinner, if it's a house party, then sure, half an hour late.
Yeah, because
cares.
Yeah,
everything's just getting going. But if it's dinner, it's like dinner will be served at 7. You need to be there by 7. I think I'd be pissed off.
Get there early. Get in there.
We already did the previous question, though, and I think 15 minutes was too late, wasn't it?
Oh, something, yeah.
Yeah.
You scored 13 out of 20, by the way.
They're lying.
So you won that one.
All right, well done. You know something about the UK culture, but keep exploring. All right. Anyhow. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for listening.
Tuning in. We really appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Maybe we'll do another quiz. Hopefully it won't run on quite as long as this one did. Be sure to check us out on social media. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll talk to you next time.
Talk to you next time. Bye.